I am I
Yeah.
am Brian Littrell. Who's that?
And I am AJ McLean. We are so excited to be here with all you guys on Amazon Live on truly one of the biggest, if not the biggest, shopping days of the year, Black Friday. It's so excited
AJ,
to be here.
AJ, tell me about shopping. Like, what are you shopping for like right now? Or
Oh,
what is your wife, dare I say, what is your wife shopping for? Because we've been a little
yeah.
busy traveling the world.
Yeah, my wife's been holding down the fort since we've been on the road, getting all of the pre-Christmas shopping done. Majority on Amazon, getting a lot of gifts for our daughters. You know as well as I do, once you have kids, Christmas is not about mom and dad anymore. Christmas is all about the kids. So we
Yep.
are getting stocked up and getting ready for the holidays. And my wife also decorates before Thanksgiving. Our Christmas tree lights were up while we were on the road. There's already 2 Christmas trees up in the house. And sadly, I haven't had a chance to decorate with anybody yet, but hopefully that's going to happen next week. So, yeah, but we got
what
the
about
vintage Christmas
what about
lights now.
tunes? What about tunes? Like holiday tunes? Like when do you start playing the holiday music? Da, 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 da. Like I think
Oh,
there's a
wow.
brand new album that's out. I think there's a brand new album we should talk
Yes.
about. I'm not sure who it's from, but we should probably talk
Mm.
about it. I think these guys are pretty cool. They've been in the game for a long
Yeah.
time. You want to share?
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, there's the holiday classics that everyone listens to: Dean Martin, the Rat Pack, Mariah Carey, Pentatonics. But there is a new Christmas album that is out right now. It's the first ever Backstreet Boys Christmas album. A very Backstreet Christmas is out now. Um, so how awesome is it that we finally get to be part of that amazing group of artists played every holiday season, starting this holiday season for the rest of our lives? It's the coolest thing in the world.
Hey,
What is one of
oh,
your favorite Christmas on this album, though, Rock? What is one of your personal favorites? Because we have 10 classics and we have 3 originals. What is one of your favorites
ooh,
off this album?
okay. Okay, I'm gonna go directly to the Dan Fogelberg song, "Same Old Lang Syne." It's one of my go-tos. I've been listening to this song ever since I was a little boy. It actually came out. I think it came out just after you were born, AJ, in the late '70s. I hate to date ourselves, but I think you
That's
were
okay.
actually alive. I think you were actually alive when it came out in '79 because I think you were born in '78, if I do my math
I
correctly.
was. Yeah,
So
yeah, 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 yeah.
uh, the cool thing about the Dan Fogelberg song is it was actually my wife's idea. I was in the kitchen. They were in the den, and AJ knows this story, but I'm telling it to the Amazon Live viewers that are on with us right now. I want to say hello from the Backstreet Boys. My wife, Leanne, she goes, we were playing the Dan Fogelberg song, and she goes, "Oh my gosh, it would be great for you guys to redo this for your Christmas album." And it was just like it clicked. It was like, oh my gosh. So I text Kevin, I text my manager Ron. I was like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" I let AJ know. AJ's like, "Oh my God, I love this song." And
Yeah.
how do you think we did with the presentation? You think it was good enough?
I think honestly, and you and I have spoke about this in length in the studio and even afterwards. This is probably the best body of work we've ever done, vocally, harmonically, musicality wise, the production. It really is such a incredible record, and I think we are, as a group, collectively extremely proud of this body of work. I have to just add my last 2 cents. For me, White Christmas is probably my personal favorite on the album, only because my wife's and her family's one of their favorite Christmas movies is Home Alone. And when you hear that,
It, it,
all
it,
I can
it is.
picture is Kevin McAllister putting the shaving stuff on and going ah, and it just takes you back to a great holiday movie. Yeah. But I mean, so uh, how did we get into the holiday spirit during this process, Rock? Because we actually made this album in the beginning of summer. So
Well, yeah, I was actually going to ask you that, but I'll answer that. The cool thing about it is like a lot of people don't know we recorded this album in California, not about probably what 30 minutes, AJ, from where you live, 30 minutes.
yep, roughly
Okay,
30, 30
so
45. Yeah.
I'll let the cat out of the bag. I don't know if everybody knows this, but it was called Paradise Studios. Good friend Kook, our good producer friend, he is absolutely an amazing, top-notch vocal producer. Well, we set the studio up with a Christmas tree in the vocal booth. We had some presents underneath there. We had because it's not cold in LA in July and August when we recorded it. So we had on the TV screen in the back, that would normally be, the soundboard where you mix. We actually flew a Yule log of like fire, and so it looked like a big giant fireplace on the TV, right?
It was
kind of funny.
A little strange to be recording Christmas songs wearing shorts and sandals and T-shirts, but what people don't know is you have to turn your Christmas album in literally by the middle of August, and then it gets released around mid to late October. It's a different beast. And again, this is our very first Christmas album, so we're now learning about how this whole process goes. But Rock, when do you guys at your house start listening to holiday songs? Like, what time of the year is it? Is it December, or is it way before December?
It would have to be. I think honestly, it would have to be about midway through November, because it's kind of the prep work to be in the Thanksgiving mode. We just had Thanksgiving, and it's commemorative of families getting together and like your loved ones and your friends, and like this, the world has been through a big deal the past 2 years with COVID and everything. So like coming together is a special time. I think that we all can have a different sense of a value to it. So mid-November is kind of like when we ease into it. I wouldn't say we like go full force, but we kind of ease into it. Just a couple here and there with the top hits.
Yeah, it's a little different in the McLean household. My wife starts playing holiday music around the end of July.
Oh my gosh.
She would listen to Christmas songs all year round if it wouldn't drive me and my daughters nuts. But she loves the holidays. My kids love the holidays. I love the holidays. We all do. And again, this is going to be a whole new experience for us this holiday season, finally having our first, Christmas album out, being able to listen to, my kids listening to Daddy and to their four uncles, and it's just a really cool experience now. So we're all excited.
Okay.
And happy holidays, everybody.
Yes. Okay. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, but there's a little delay. So it's like, are you talking or are you not? So, hey, So let's get some holiday hot topics about like yin or yang. Which one is it? Is it,
okay.
Let's go through really quickly. We're going to start at the top, and we're going to do multicolored lights or clear lights. AJ, your floor. Go for it.
So this is the first year that we're doing the vintage, old school, multicolored lights. Every other holiday we do the white clear, but this year we got to jump on it because they sell out real quick.
Wait. Hold on. Back up. When you say vintage, you're talking like old school. So what I know about old school is the traditional, just the white clear lights. So when did the color lights become like old school? Because my son Bailey, he has a multicolored tree light in his room, and I can't get down with the multicolored lights. I don't. I'm a traditionalist when it comes to the lights. But when you're saying old school, what are you dating?
So
back
growing
to?
up, growing up for me back in South Florida, it was always those big, kind of egg-shaped, multicolored Christmas lights that we would put up. So now those are considered vintage now, like the Backstreet Boys.
Okay.
So the lights, yes. All right, Rock. Now this is a good one for you because I know how many trees you guys have at your house. So are you a fake guy or a real tree guy? Because you have more than 3.
More than 3.
Significant.
Let's see. I don't want to say that I'm fake because I'm a real dude, right? I'm a real dude, but I have to traditionally go with the fake tree because, it's easily, you can easily box it up. You can store it. You can protect the lights. You can make sure that it works. You can pull it out. You can dust it off. But I will tell you this, a couple years ago, we actually went to a tree farm and we got an actual real tree because of the smell. When you put up a real tree in your house, you have to water it and all that stuff. But it's such a Christmas feel when you're anointed with that smell. And that I just have to say, we like both, but we traditionally go to the fake. How about you, AJ?
Yeah, we're definitely fake. We tried the real last Christmas. We didn't water it properly. It died within a week. So we've gone back to the fake. But this is the first year that we're not doing a fake flocked tree. I cannot stand those. They make such a mess. It is such a pain to clean up. Yeah. So, okay. Now, do you guys decorate before or after Thanksgiving? Way before. Like probably end of October, we're decorating.
Well, I have to say this year being a little different because every year is a little different, as you know. Backstreet Boys have actually been pretty busy on the DNA World Tour, which you know, AJ.
Yep.
So I'm gonna say we just barely started before Thanksgiving, and we're about to be in the thick of it now that Thanksgiving is in the past 24 hours, which is kind of funny.
Yes, exactly.
So
right.
We're moving on. I've got Christmas tree explosion around the house. Every room is jacked up. Every wreath is on the floor, and Leanne's like, "Hey, we have to hang this. We have to do that." Da, 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 da. And so, I've got to get my gloves on and get my work belt and get ready to go. So,
all right. So now we're going to jump to another little subject here. There's
I need to take this one.
There's some pretty strong opinions out there when it comes to holiday food. So this is a round that we're calling good or gross. So the first one is for you, Rock. Good or gross fruitcake?
Gross. I don't like it. I don't like it. And I was like, I just have to get this out of the way. You got myself, Brian, you have AJ that we're talking to live on Amazon Live. You've got Nick and you've got Howie and you've got Kevin, okay? Those are the 5 Backstreet Boys. If I were to pick a fruitcake, AJ, I'm sorry. I got to give that to you, dog. That's
fine.
You are the fruitcake.
That's fine.
You have to love fruitcake. It has to be.
So I'm gross. Okay, so I'm gross. That's fine.
No, I'm not saying you.
I know. All right, now this one to me has never been good, and it doesn't make any sense to me. Eggnog. I've never liked it.
Oh, come on. Okay. No, eggnog is amazing. I love eggnog. It's like, it's part of, it has to be part of the holiday tradition in the Little family. I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
All right. And
my daughter's birthday is 27th, and they're exactly 10 years and 1 day apart.
Hey, so Evelyn let's move on. WK asks, why do you call Brian Rock? AJ, you want to answer that one?
So we call Brian Rock because he is quite the athlete. Literally every sport he is good at. So that is why we call him Rock. Let's see. Joe asks, is there a song you wanted on the Christmas album, but none of the other guys cared for that song?
I'm going to say no. Yeah.
No.
I'm actually going to say no because if I were to take this one, AJ, sorry to jump on you, but
go.
We actually had a very diplomatic approach to making the album and picking the songs. So we started with about, I'd say 35 to 40 Christmas traditional songs that we actually narrowed down on a graph. And then as that graph went through, we had votes on which ones we wanted to do. So that's actually how the Christmas album, The Very Backstreet Christmas, came to be. It was a very diplomatic approach. We all voted, and whatever graphed the highest were the songs. So, and it was kind of consistent. It was kind of like, a lot of times in life you can work really hard at making something successful, and it just doesn't